Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. You know, I've had to put the light on. It's only just after 1:30. Had to put the light on. It's really dark outside. Only this computer that I use now, the screen is not backlit, and when it's dark I have one of those ring lights, and I've got it standing at the side of the computer shining on to add a bit extra light. You don't get the same light as I did with my other one. But anyway, I am knitting a little bit. This is my latest pattern that I'm knitting. And I've had a little problem with that pattern. I've found quite a few faults in it myself. I went to my granddaughter's yesterday. I've had to withdraw it from eBay and Etsy to stop any more sales because there was quite a few faults in it. And I didn't want to have any more sales, not because I have sold 10 that have to be replaced, which I am going to walk over. I've already posted on Sunday. I wrote out I had 10 orders for that pattern. Some of them from eBay, and a lot of them just private ones that had come into my email and that. And I posted them. There was 10 altogether. I posted on Sunday because I had stamps, and I just put the stamps on. I put in the post box on my way to my granddaughter's. Well, I took the pattern down with me, and I got some white, big ball of white wool here, and I thought, this is where I found out the faults in the pattern. I have a little white bonnet that I knit. I originally knitted with a little cardigan, but the lady that bought the cardigan wanted a little beanie hat and not the bonnet, so I had the little bonnet left. So I thought, rather than try to sell it by itself, which you get next to nothing for because it's only a little small thing, and by the time you shopped whatever, it takes a bit out of it, there's nothing much left. So I thought I'll knit the cardigan that I did originally to go with it. Well, I was looking at the pattern while I was down my granddaughter's, and I cast on the stitches, and I did the 2x2 rib on the bottom. And then when I come to do the pattern, the pattern is here. It starts off with knit 4. You started off the actual pattern on the wrong side, and it starts off with knit 4, purl 4, knit 4, purl 4 all the way across. And the pattern starts off, it tells you to knit 4, and then it tells you in brackets to knit 4 purl, and knit 4 knit stitches. Or so I thought, only I had knit 4, and in brackets I had knit 4 and purl 4. So I had them the wrong way around. So when I realised that, I got on my phone and I looked a few other parts of the pattern as well, and I seen I'd done that quite a few times, and it was going to ruin the pattern trying to just write on alter it. So I went onto my phone and I stopped any more orders going through on eBay or Etsy and that, and I thought I'll sort it out when I got home. So anyway, those 10 patterns, I have a list. I sent them out anyway. And I've made them all out again. And I'm going to post them. I'm going to walk over to the post office today. But there was only one that I didn't have to post because it's for a lady in Spain called Veronica. And I couldn't put hers in the post box because I was going to Spain. It has to go through the post office. I have to take it to the post office and get it stamped there. So at least that was one I didn't have to replace. I did replace it. I opened up the envelope and put the proper one in after I had sorted it out. But when I got home and I started looking through that pattern, I found quite a lot of faults. I had done the same thing through a lot of the way of the pattern. Sometimes I think I'm dyslexic, and I say things the opposite way around. Look at it that way. Because it does make me wonder, because I do have trouble, like when I'm reading and that, sometimes I just say things the wrong way around. But my father was dyslexic, one of my sisters is dyslexic, and one of my sons he's not too bad, but he's a bit dyslexic as well. And I think it runs in the family. So anyway, I have been working on that pattern, and I've had one or two people message me through email wanting the PDF. And I started first on Sunday night, and I done what I thought. I thought I found all the faults and that, and you all know Derek. He asked me for it. He didn't ask me. I sent it to him. So I sent him an updated pattern. I sent Liz an updated pattern, and then it was today. I was looking at it again today, but I didn't set it off to sell or anything because I had to sort out a lot of other things first. And I was looking at it again this morning, and I found one or two more faults. So what I was doing, I started knitting. There's only actual 4 rows to the pattern. There's 1 row of knit, a knit row, one where it's knit and purl, and 1 row it's knit and cross cables over. So there's actually only 4 rows. So I started knitting bits of each part. This is off a 22 inch. I've just left it on because I'll knit a 22 inch to go with this. So I was just knitting bits like that and then writing down to make sure I had the pattern all right and that. After I had put the pattern right, I was reading the pattern and then doing the knitting. And I finally got it right. So anyway, that one, I'll go and get the list and tell you the names of any of you ladies in case you're watching, want to know, in case I've missed anybody, but I don't think I've missed anybody. Because I think all these ladies that buy my patterns and that, I think they're all my subscribers and that. I think that's how I get them. So I'll read the list. I'll just tell you their first name in the area where they are living, so they'll know that, they are getting a new pattern. And there's a little note in the pattern just to explain why they're getting a new pattern. And one of the ladies is Catherine from Antrim. And there's Karen in London. There's Winifred in Logs, Dorothy Darlington, Kathleen in Wrexham, Audrey in Livingston, Jennifer in Rhondda Cynon Taff. I always have trouble with that one. And there's Kathleen in Leicester. That's 8 up to now. And Susan in Glasgow and Christine in Renfrew. The other 10 people that I've had orders for that I'm replacing the pattern. Some of them were from eBay and some of them, like I said, were my private ones on my private email list. But I've altered 1 or 2 things on the pattern. As you can see, that was the other one, how the writing I had up the top there. And I did tell you about the writing wasn't quite right, but I put it right. This is the new pattern. I've put it right, and I've put it in black as well, so it's a bit more noticeable on the thing. And I put little hyphens in between, not the hyphen, that little squiggly little thing, so I can get it all in, everything in all across the top. So it's all sorted now. I think it's all sorted. I don't think there's any more problems because, like I'm saying, I have been just knitting each piece in the pattern. Well, I tell you here how this is where I noticed it was on row 2 of the back. I'm doing the smaller size, and it says knit 4, and then purl 4, knit 4 in brackets. Only I didn't purl 4, knit 4. I had it written knit 4 and purl 4. So that meant you were starting with 8 knit stitches at the start when you only wanted 4. And that was just an instance, so I think they are all okay now. But if anybody does find any little thing, doesn't matter what it is, and I did add something as well to this pattern because all of these pictures, this one, that one and that one, they've all got colours, but this little one here had a round neck and I forgot about that. But I didn't have enough room to put a round neck in the pattern, so I had to somebody's just bought something on one of my shops. But I didn't have room on the pattern, so I had to move things around a little bit on the pattern to make a bit more room. So I've added a round neck as well for anyone that wants a round neck. Just more or less information. Just go by the collar, the instructions for the start of the picking the stitches up for the collar for the little round neck. And I better check my phone and see in case I've got to update it. Oh, it's from Etsy. I'll sort that out later. Oh, that's just about my knitting pattern. Now I have something else to tell everyone about. This will apply to people who have an Etsy shop. There is a scam going around at the moment. I'm going to read you this, what I got on messages. It came through my message box in Etsy, on Etsy itself, and I was really convinced it was real. I'm going to read to you the information that was going past. There's such a lot of things in here. It says, I got this message and it said, sales in your shop are temporarily suspended. This is Etsy. To complete verification, please provide your email address in this chat so we can send you a verification form. So I asked, why are my sales suspended? And then they said, your store has received complaints from customers and has been categorized as a store with objectionable content. To avoid getting your store blocked, you should undergo a simple verification. So I sent them my email, never thought about it at the time. Well, Etsy already has my email. They send me emails to tell me when I have orders and everything. And just never thought about it at the time. And then I messaged them back and said, I have had no complaints that come up on any of my messages on anything I've sold. And they say, a notification has been sent to your email. Complete the simple verification process. Regards, Etsy. And there's a little Etsy sign on the thing on there. You can see the little Etsy sign. And it was in my Etsy inbox. And I sent them my email address again. And it says, check your spam folder because I hadn't got this form they were asking for. If you did not receive a verification email, we may need your Gmail address. And stupid me sent them my Gmail address. And then a notification has been sent to your email. Complete the simple verification process. Regards, Etsy. Did you receive a verification email? And I wrote, I am sick of answering this message. I've sent my email address numerous times. Sent it again. Open the verification email and complete the simple verification process. And then they sent me a picture of what an Etsy thing, what the email should look like. And I wrote, I've not received that form in my email and it is not in my spam folder. And then I wrote, I am getting very annoyed. I know none of my customers have complained. Someone must have something against my shop. And I think I'm going to be shutting it down. And then they say, we have sent you a second message. If the message still hasn't arrived, check your spam folder. If you did not receive a verification email, let us know. Regards, Etsy. And then again, because I never answered it, because I couldn't find this verification form they were talking about. Then if you did not receive a verification email, we may need your Gmail address. And I said, I've already sent it to you. And then they said, a notification has been sent to your Gmail. Complete the simple verification process. So I looked on my Gmail and there it was in the Gmail. And so I started reading it. I don't know whether I've still got it. I'll check. I might have deleted it. I can't. Oh no, it is. It's here. It says, regards, Granny Smith. That's the name I go through on my Google thing. Honoured shopkeeper, crucial modifications are in the works in connection with the service's modernisation to a sophisticated payment platform. It is crucial for store owners to undergo shop validation once again, ensuring the visibility of fresh orders and fortifying security is imperative. Initiate the validation process by clicking on the button underneath leading you to the verification page, which I did. And it says, it had a picture of my shop, the little picture I have on my Sheila's needle and hook, that's what I'm called on Etsy. Account orders are currently suspended. To restore the work of your store, please verify your bank card. Please enter and verify your bank card details within 24 hours. Once the verification is complete, your recovery store will resume. We apologise for any inconvenience and appreciate your prompt attention. As soon as I seen that, I knew it was a scam. No way were they getting my card details off me. And there's all the things underneath, showing what I have to do to verify, and I just didn't. That was it. I knew it was a scam. So I messaged Etsy and changed my password on everything. Everything. So for anyone who has a shop, if you get a notice like that, when I started wondering, actually, before I actually saw that thing about them asking for my bank cards, I logged out of my account on my app on Etsy, and I went in as though I was a customer to buying things, and then there was a little basket that tells you your shop is still open if you wanted to buy anything. I went onto my own shop, and the basket was there so it was not suspended. I knew then it wasn't suspended. That was when I started thinking it might be a scam. So they're really annoying. It was looked real. I can understand how a lot of people get caught out, but once anybody starts asking for your bank details and that, something's a scam. And that is that anyway. I'm getting flickering on the screen on here. I don't know whether it's off my light that I have. I've had to stand a light behind the computer because it was so dark, the picture. But anyway, that's my little bit today. So I'm going to shut down now, walk over to the post office and post those letters again. At least it's only 10 this time. I think the last time I did it was about 18 letters I think I'd already posted. So I haven't lost that much on it because I did have the that offer that comes up on eBay where I get 70% off selling fees at the moment. The only problem with that is I can only put one thing up at a time. If I put my patterns up and put two up so that two people, I don't have to keep checking it, I don't get that offer. They'll only do it on one thing at a time, so I have to wait until somebody buys something before I put something else up again or the same thing up again, because that's the way it works. So that's one I've just done, order I've just had before. I'm going to put another one up to replace that one. Anyway, that's my bit. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.